All right, hello on this very snowy winter blizzard day. I'm Josiah, Megan's husband, and I was just gonna do a quick tour of our house. The Barndo on Baxter is where we stand right now in our construction. So if you will follow me. This is our kind of great room that we have. I finally got the scaffolding out yesterday so you can actually see everything, which is really nice and rewarding for us. The stair railing we just finished yesterday, and we love the way that it looks. Megan picked out all this wood and wood spindles, and we spent a long time deciding on what newel posts and all that we were going to pick, and we love how it turned out. So hopefully no children will be falling off of our mezzanine anytime soon. We have got all the painting done in this room except for this wall right here, because that's something I'm going to have to tackle with a different ladder than the one that I have right now. So really in here, all that's left to do is finish the flooring the rest of the way to the wall. We are going to put a built-in bookshelf under the stairs there in that little nook. And obviously we need to do all of the trim. And then the big elephant in the room is all of the stone on this fireplace that I need to do. So that will be coming. We have really enjoyed having this wood fireplace, especially on these snowy days. It's really warm, burns for a long time, and then it's got a blower and it just pushes all the heat out, so it's really great. So this will be our living room next to the fireplace, and then over there on that side of the great room is going to be our dining room, and that is the first room. We call it 2 rooms of the house. Over here we got the kitchen. We love the color that we picked out. It's light green. It's a little different.
Dried Thyme.
Look really good. Huh?
Dried Thyme by Sherwin-Williams.
Dried Thyme, yes. We had this farmhouse sink in our last house, and we loved it. Cast iron enamel. Our oven we got delivered, but we're not gonna put it in until we put our range hood up. So we got some work to do there. And then on these walls, we'll have floating shelves. The countertops in here will be a white quartz with some kind of gold veining. And then this guy will be a butcher block that we'll just have to keep really nice with the oil and whatnot, because we will actually use it as a butcher block for cutting, and I'm sure kids will be coloring on it a lot too. We've had a hiccup. Our refrigerator, we didn't realize it's not counter depth. So you can see, we put it in here to see how much it sticks out, and it's a little bit too much. So we needed a second fridge anyway, because we're gonna get a milk cow in the next year, hopefully, be storing lots of milk. So we are gonna put that one in the shop and get another one that is counter depth that'll fit in there a little bit better. And then in here we have the pantry. So same color on the cabinets. We've got a little wall sconce back there, and then we'll have a countertop there, and then still trying to figure out what we're gonna do with all of our shelving in here to figure out what works best. But that is kind of low on the priority list of things that we need to do. Next room is our master bedroom in here. We have a pocket door coming in. Finish the flooring in here. 3 big windows kind of look out over into the driveway and where we're going to have a little rose garden outside. This room is completely finished with painting, so that is a huge sigh of relief. And then through here is the closet, the master bath, and this we haven't done so much work in. This is kind of our storage area for all of our painting materials, so it's a little bit of a mess. We're going to do tile in all of these rooms. So this is the one that we've picked out. I think it'll go really well with the green that we've got elsewhere in the house. And then we're going to have a nice dark wood vanity that's an old kind of dresser that we're revamping. It should look really good with this. So this is on the way, but it's not here yet. And then we'll get started on that. We've got our shower back here. This will be my first time tiling a shower, so that will be interesting. Water closet here that Megan's got painted. And I almost forgot, the coolest feature of this bathroom is this little fan up here that is also a Bluetooth speaker. When we were shopping for all of our electrical stuff, I was looking at the fans, and really what I was looking at was CFM. I wanted it to blow a lot, and then also I was looking at how loud it is because Megan hates the fan sound. So I wanted something that was efficient, but it was not loud. And this one was like 20 bucks more than all the normal fans, and it's got all these crazy lights and not crazy lights,
Turn on the
mood
color.
lighting, and a Bluetooth
Whatever
speaker.
color you want, really.
Yeah. And I don't know how to work this thing yet.
Press the other button, the middle button.
The
And then you
lights,
can
yeah.
change it with the
That's
arrows.
purple. Oh, you change it with arrows. Yeah. So anyway, when Megan's relaxing in the bathtub, she can change her light colors and listen to some music. So, not that she couldn't do that on her phone, but you know, in
Why
the
not?
21st century, so why not have a Bluetooth speaker in your fan?
This color is Evergreen Fog by Sherwin-Williams. It's not the same exact color as the cabinets, but it's very similar, just a little bit darker, a little bit more gray.
All right, and I almost forgot, but one piece that's a little bit different about this house is the light fixtures that we went with. So first of all, we realized we really did not love overhead lighting that's just really bright all the time. We found in our last house, we were just always lighting rooms with lamps on side tables and whatnot. So in this house, we decided to do a lot of wall sconces. So you see, like, someone might say, why do you have this random light here? Well, because when we're reading by the fireplace at night, it might be nice to just have one side, you know, light instead of all the overhead lighting. So we got a wall sconce over there by the stairs, one right here. You know, we had one in the pantry, in the hallway over there. We got them in a couple different spots. So not a whole lot of overhead lighting, which we love, because we always like it to be a little bit more, what do you say, moody? I don't know. Not moody,
Ambiance, the
just
ambiance.
yeah, ambiance, and just makes it a little bit more relaxing.
Cozy.
So Megan picked out, you know, most all the lighting, these little pendants.
Amazon.
Really nice. We did Amazon, I think, for everything. Maybe Wayfair for a couple.
We can link it.
But for the most part, we did Amazon, and we came under budget in the lighting, which is one of the. We've come under budget a lot, but I want to say one of the few things we've come in under budget of, just because of, you know, if you're a built, it costs way more than you think it's going to cost. All right, so moving on. Coming down this hallway is our guest bathroom on the first floor. This will just be a you know, toilet and sink. We got the two pendant or sconces there. This is another room that we have an old school kind of dresser that we're going to change into the vanity, and so it's going to be a dark wood, and we're going to drill the holes. We have a really nice old porcelain bowl that we're going to make into a sink, and so we're really excited about how that's going to turn out. This room and some of the rooms upstairs, we're going to do beadboard around the bottom half of the walls with a little crown molding, not crown molding, I guess the molding that you put on top of the beadboard. So hopefully that'll make it look really nice in there. And then this last room on the first floor is the mud room. So the dog's room, washer dryer, mop sink over there. I had them put a drain in this room because of all of the mud that we were going to track into this house. If you've been in Missouri in the wintertime, in the springtime, it is just mud everywhere. And even more so now because we haven't established all the grass around. So I just want to be able to mop everything and do a hole in the ground and not worry about it. So we'll have a washer dryer over here. We're going to do beadboard in this room too, because Mattis, his tail has been known to knock holes in drywall, because he's a crazy dog. So that's it, yeah, in this room. One thing that Megan has asked me, why are you doing this? You know, we're trying to prioritize things that we're doing, is putting foam in the cracks of all of these windows. I have been loving just going around all the places in the house, door jams to the exterior doors, these exterior windows, and just really sealing up everything. And yesterday I did this to the windows in our master bedroom, and spray foam actually came out the outside of the house. So there was like a straight shot of just air coming in there that I was able to seal up. So before we put the window trim in here, I just made sure to seal up everything really well, not only with air coming in and out, but also insects. So hopefully that pays dividends, having all of that really well done before we start trim. All right, so follow me up our lovely stairs. When we picked this out, we actually thought we were gonna get a curved gooseneck, but when he started working on it, just with the dimensions of everything, he decided the carpenter that was doing this decided to go with this one instead, and I really like the way it looks. I say curved because we're in a barn dominium. It's a big square house, and the more round that we can put in here, I think the better. And so that's why we went with all the round, spindles and newel posts and other things in the house. All right. This area is our loft. This is kind of homeschooling area, kids' room. What we're picturing up here is kind of some built-in cabinets along the bottom of here. Put our electrical outlet here for a TV. This is where we'll do our family movie nights with pizza and whatnot. Have a little table in here for the kids, all the toys. Most of the toys, I'm sure a lot will end up, everywhere else in the house. All their books and stuff. And so this will be a room that we probably spend most of the time in our house, second to the kitchen, just because we're always doing stuff, playing with Legos now that the kids are to Lego age. But there's a really awesome view down to the great room. From here you can see our fire just blazing right now, and it gets a lot of heat up here, which is nice. So lots of things will be thrown over this railing, I'm sure, just hopefully no brothers and sisters. This first room here is going to be the guest bedroom, kind of just flex room. We wanted a third bedroom up here because we don't know if the Lord's gonna bless us with more kids. I think that we are definitely gonna try. So this will be a nursery at some point, Lord willing. And if not, then it'll just be a spare bedroom that we have for when people come to visit. So still got a lot of work to do in here, painting and otherwise. We've got one hall closet in here. And this is one of the things, hindsight is 2020. You can see that the roof is pitched here. We still have the scissor trusses. In the closets, you probably won't be able to see in the camera because it'll be too dark and there's not a light in there. But the ceiling goes all the way up, and that just seems like a lot of wasted space in the house. What we would have loved to have done, if we could go back and redo this, is have, this ceiling in this closet cut off here, and in that spare bedroom, it also has a vaulted ceiling, have that cut off. And then we would have built in a little nook here. We could have had a ladder here and just a little reading nook for the kids, that's maybe, 4 feet tall and 4 feet in, and that would have been a really cool space for them. But it is what it is. Now we just have a really tall closet ceiling I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to use. This room is going to be Gardner's room. We've got our picks for his wallpaper right here, and this color is what we're going to go with for the beadboard on the bottom half of his room. So he loves cars already, and so that's what we decided to go with. It was either that or it was, what were our other choices?
Tractors.
Tractors, yeah, he also loves tractors, but we went with that. He's got a view kind of the neighbors across the street that you can only see in the winter time when it's spring and summer and fall, early part of fall. That's all covered up. Can't see their house, and then he looks out over the shop and whatnot. So this will be not his first time having his own bedroom, but it's been a while since we've been living with in-laws. So he'll be excited probably to not be woken up by his sisters screaming at various hours of the night. This is their bathroom that they will share up here. So we've got the shower tub combo back here in the back. And then again, this is the only bathroom that we went with a pre-made vanity. But it does look like kind of an old school dresser. So, but we're not having to do it on our own, putting the sinks in. So that'll go here. And this room is all painted, minus this room is all painted. This room's done. So we just need to tile the floor in here, and then as soon as it's tiled, we can bring the vanity in. As soon as that is tiled, the plumbers will come in and put the fixtures in. And then this is Aspen and Olive's room. They have probably the best view in the house, I would say, which, as a dad, you want to give your daughters the best view, probably. Your wife already has the best view waking up to me every day, so other than that, the girls get to look out over the pond. They get to look out over, hopefully, a couple cows next year. Chickens might be moved down there in the tractor, we'll see, but we've got a lot of space to use down there. And eventually, this is probably 5 years down the road, but eventually we'll have a lot of those woods cleared out and even more area to have animals. So they've got this room almost done. We've got our 2 wallpaper picks for them here. And I think that we went with this one, the birds.
But not the paint color.
But not the paint. I think we're still deciding what paint we're gonna do the beadboard in. But yeah, the one problem that we've had in here is trying to figure out the bed situation. What we don't want to do is cover up their windows because it's so nice to be able to look out on them. You don't want to cover them up with a headboard. So really the only spot you can have a bed is this wall to not cover up windows, but you can't have 2 beds there. So we're thinking about bunk beds and how we're going to do that situation. But this is their room. They are so excited to come be in here. Every time we visit, they run right up here screaming, and they have a blast doing it. So, of note, when we designed this house, when Megan was looking at plans, we decided that we don't spend any time in our bedrooms besides really sleeping. And so we created that problem for the girls with their beds because we purposely made all the bedrooms a little bit smaller so that we could use the square footage for common areas. We wanted this loft to be big. We wanted the kitchen, the dining room, and the great room. That's where we wanted our square footage. We didn't want square footage in the rooms because all we do is sleep in there and throw piles of dirty clothes in there. All of our family time is spent in these rooms. And so we're okay with the problem of trying to fit beds in there because we're not having the problem of how many people can we host, how many friends can we have over, what kind of events can we have out in the rest of the house where we can be in fellowship with others. So that was the big point of the house, and we're loving how it's coming along. It's taken a lot longer than we planned and had hoped for. I'm sure there's a lot of people that can relate to that. But we're to the finishing touches and getting close to the finish line. So Megan was nice enough to let me hop on here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the home tour, and excited to do a final one once we get it all done and trim, and once we're actually moved in and pass our final inspection. So I don't know what Megan usually says when she closes out her videos, but we'll see you next time.